Ah, here we go again. Take two. Hello, everybody. I'm Chun. I knew I forgot something. Didn't. I spent all of my time before stream started making dinner because I failed to do anything with that, and then I didn't fix the alerts. It's been a while, right? Well, unless I go through the whole thing now. And I was just kind of falling things over. All right, well, let's try that again. Hello, everybody. Are you ready for more Crenbowl? I sure am. Well, I was ready yesterday, but stuff happened. Today, it is the PRIME-ORKS, and my orc team that has come out of retirement for one more bash in Blood Bowl 2, or from Blood Bowl 2 into Blood Bowl 3. And we're playing Darathors. There's a Dark Elf team today for week 1. This will be fun, hopefully. All right, man. A lot of games got played the last couple of days. Not gonna lie. That's some... Man, Seth and Classified definitely had it out. Anyway, so... the format. You'll notice the set is Crenbowl 24.5. It's a half season, obviously. There's not enough time for another full season before the new rules update, so we're doing a half one. A 5-week Wisson, or Swiss, no matter whatever they want to call it that, with 1,500 team value custom teams. Okay, maybe if Darathor takes his time, I'm going to fix the alerts. So yeah, everybody has got their own funny builds. Some funnier than others, mine less so. But yeah, 1,500 team value, Regen League, no star players, inducements otherwise. Hello, Kitsu, how are you doing? Meanwhile, yeah. Should be a good game. Let's take a look at what we've got going here. We have Lion Orc John Sork, Fulg Orc, Perturab Orc, Jag Orc Tyke Orc, Leem Orc Russ Orc, Rogol Orc Gull Dorn Orc, Con Orc Kurz Orc. Don't forget to plug the World Qualifier signups. Oh, sure, I'll plug the World Qualifier signups. We've got World Qualifiers. There's Nikali, if you want to drop that link in the chat, that would be just fine with me. We have Sanguini Orc, Ferorc Manorc, Angrorc, and Rabutorc Gillimorc. All of my players, sans Fulgorc with block, Blitzers with Mighty Blow, linemen, a regular Orc lineman with guard, fend, and block, and a few of our biggins with block and guard. Or block, or fend, rather. So, it's not a fancy team. It's not something that intended to do anything clever. It's just going to be hit and hit. And by my luck, I just happened to get stuck with Dark Elves, who are going to be very hard to hit. And hard to crack, frankly. But otherwise, 4 rerolls, no Apothecary. I may have made a mistake with that, but we'll find out. At the same time, though, I don't have to save anybody for long term because it is a regen league. But anyway, regardless, that's our idea. We are going to fight and grind as best we can. And hopefully, we can keep getting Angrorc, our scoringest of Black Orcs, to score some more. That's why I gave him the glowy hand. Oh boy, what a time. You had to deal with pro elves, all with armor value up. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, Angry Marines versus High Elves? I have a chance to look at Digi's team? I'll take a look at Digi's team in a little bit. But Darathor's team, the Quackening, it's Dark Elves, 4 Blitzers, 2 Witch Elves, and a bunch of linemen and a runner. Darkwing, Daffy, Donald, and Scrooge, all with Blodge. Daisy with block, mighty blow, and tackle. Hey, listening on mute while I do some interview prep. We'll turn the volume up when appropriate. Enjoy your game. Thank you, Fen. Glad you could be here. Enjoy what there's to watch. Then there's Daphne as well with fend and tackle. Launchpad, Psy, Howard, Huey, Dewey with nothing, and Louie the runner with dump off, block, and dodge. That should be an interesting. This is going to be an interesting thing. Interesting team to deal with, frankly. Yeah, going to be hard to pin down with 2 agility, and everybody's faster than me. So the goal is try to concave them. Just surround them and beat the hell out of them. Now, Sean, if you want our 40k off sooner than later, you need to lose, but I want you to win. Like, this is fair. This is fair. Meanwhile, let's see. There is an apothecary here. 3 rerolls. Our team values are basically identical, functionally anyway. Neither of us can get any inducements. But yeah. Like, our teams couldn't possibly be any more differently the same. We both want to brawl when we're both pretty good at it. I'm a little bit better at the strength aspect, and he's better at the running aspect, which is probably just going to end up in his favor. But I suppose I should count myself lucky that there aren't any assassins. But yeah, this is going to be fun. Hopefully Doc Pimpin will show back up, because he was around yesterday when we had our failed start. He was excited to watch. So who knows? So we'll see. By the way, like I said, I have dinner, so... Is it particularly professional to eat on stream? No, but... tough it out. In the meantime, though, it's a rare day. I took today off. There's beer as well, so more fun for that. Me? Professional on stream? I try and mock it as best I can. In the meantime, though, I'm not a huge beer fan, mind you. There are some that I like. There are many that I don't. One of my local supermarkets got Sapporo for whatever reason. I like this. Like, what is it specifically about Sapporo versus almost anything else that I've tried? Maybe it's that it's Japanese. I don't know, but regardless. Let's see. Let's go back over here. Not heard back from Darathor, playing Warcraft apparently. Sapporo, was ist das? Well, if you doubled the wrong letters. But you got it pretty clear. Like, what is it? I don't know. Like, discover the perfectly balanced taste that's irresistible to all as you share rich moments with this masterpiece of the brewer's art. I don't know specifically what kind of beer it is, and the can isn't helping me much. Yeah, nothing that's really helping me identify the style. It is a Japanese lager. All right, well, it is very good. Alright, so I will pull back this up, and while I'm thinking about it, I may as well see if I can fix my alerts. So I'm just going to run through them all. Or at least ways most of them, so at least ways we can have some of that working off. Yeah, they're actually, it's really not bad. It's probably not anything really special, but hey, if it's a beer that I like, then
That was very strange.
maybe it's doing something right, or maybe I'm just that kind of
This show is awful.
simple.
How do they do it?
How do we watch it?
Why do we watch it?
Why do you? I think that number rate.
You know, I don't think this show...
I now realize.
You know, I'm really gonna enjoy it tonight.
Enjoy the collage.
Wake me when...
Oh, terrific one.
More.
I'm sure you might be
You
thinking,
know, that was almost.
Chun, is this what
What
you
did you
do
think?
every stream? And the answer is yes, if I want my alerts to work.
How would you...
I don't know why, but the Twitch side, if
You
it
know, I
doesn't,
really like that.
stuff doesn't seem to like
That was
to
an
want to
amazing
go
mess of meat.
unless you
What do you
force it to
suppose they call
recognize
that?
that it can go.
Well, shall we leave? That
And
reminds me, this show...
sometimes if there's just
this show
ones that
is
just
good for
don't
what it-
do it, other times there's ones that do.
Yeah,
It's
let's
just
go watch...
weird.
Wow. Look. Now that was hilarious.
I think I ought to see a doctor. Yeah, you never know when something funny is gonna happen
I don't
on
know
this show.
specifically what other people
What was that?
do to have their
Well,
alerts
shall we
always
call it a
work.
night?
The older
Maybe
I
they
get,
just
the more
don't
I
use
appreciate-
MP4 files or
I thought
something.
for
I
once
don't know.
the show really caught. Encore.
You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
This show brought a tear to my.
Poor fellow lost... You wanna hear... Oh.
What are we waiting for?
Well, they say all
Still
good
no
things
word from
come...
Darathor.
Well, that was different.
He shouldn't...
Well, I really like this.
Hey, you wanna hear me sing?
Only.
I may need to dig through my
You know, I think.
list of clips again. Maybe add a few more new hecklers, because it has been a while since I've added new
Why
ones.
do we...
Alright. The show really did catch on fire, didn't it? Yeah, well, fortunately it caught on the right, it caught the right side on fire. Mine. But hey, you know, I've got pasta salad, honey teriyaki pork, and garlic, green beans, and mushrooms. So you know what? I'm happy. Never mind the beer. Alright, Darathor's otherwise still on World of Warcraft, apparently. Alright, so now that I've done a little bit of background work in the foreground, why don't we... Let's see, we want to look... I was told to check out Digi's team, right? Well, why don't we? We took a look at Doc's team yesterday. It was like, and I'll be honest, I gushed over Ghoul School Pep Squad for a while because I love Scooby-Doo and basically all of its forms. With the distinct and quite vitriolic exception of Velma. Guess you can really stay on the ball, right? Pretty much, yeah. Do you mind when done with Digi? Will do. All right, OTB. Oh yeah, on the ball. That's his move, isn't it? That's right. We were talking about this when he was building it. Wood Elves. 2 war dancers, basketball and volleyball with blodge, leap, on the ball, and diving catch. And 2 throwers, baseball and cricket with pass and on the ball. Wonder how that interaction's going to work. 3 linemen, rugby, football, and soccer, all with block. And then 4 catchers, ping pong, bowling, water polo, and sepak takraw. That's the only one I don't know. Huh. Feel free to show everyone your abomination if there's time as well. If Darathor is going to be taking their time, then I think we'll have time, Fen. But yeah, the catchers with catch, dodge, and on the ball. If you're noticing a pattern in Digi's team, yes. Yes, he gave most of his players dive on the ball. Whenever an opposing player passes the ball, all players will follow up. So it's not when you pass all players. There's a difference by the opposition manager of the pass. Okay. Oh boy. This is good. Yeah. So, that's 3 free pieces of movement every time someone passes against Digi. That is nutty. Two rerolls, no apothecary. 1,500 flat. What a build. What a build. Part of me wants to experience this, but part of me doesn't want to play an even faster, dodgier elf team. Speaking of elf teams, where were you? The Angry Marines. Kitsune Kele. Oh, no, it's not even elves. This is Khorne, right. So we've got a Bloodspawn, Angry Chapter Master, with block and guard on top of all of its normal stuff. You gotta love it. These Warhammer themes in a Warhammer adjacent game. So fun. First company Angry Captain with block and mighty blow. Second company with block and tackle. Fourth and seventh are the same with just block. Angry Primaris Ancient. A little bit of a misnomer on that one, considering Primaris haven't been around for all that long, haven't they? But yeah. Khorne Gore with Juggernaut, Big Hand, Big Hand, 2 heads, block and dodge, yikes. And Angry Primaris Chaplain with claws, block, and tackle. Oh my, that's scary as hell. And then there's just a bunch of Angry Primaris linemen. Sepek Takraw is a high-flying, fast-paced Southeast Asian sport resembling volleyball, but played with a woven rattan or synthetic ball using only feet, knees, chest, and head. Ah, okay. Cool. I figured it was something Asian because of the formation of the word, but yeah, that's interesting. It kind of reminds me of whatever that ancient Aztec sport was with the sideways hoop. You know, if you've seen Road to El Dorado, great movie, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, but yeah, so this team is interesting. It actually might be one that I could get into a long-term slobberknocker with. So who knows? That might be kind of fun. 1 reroll, 1 apothecary, 2 rerolls. Yeah. Less block than my team, but that barely turns out to any sort of an advantage one way or the other, doesn't it? If anything, my lack of dodge is going to be a bigger issue. And, well, they wanted it. Let us see what the fun police is. Ben, it's dwarves! Oh, God, no. Mighty blow, guard, block, tackle, stand firm, juggernaut, my guy. 2 troll slayers, 2 blitzers, a runner, and a bunch of linemen. At least was this not a death roller? Straight man Sam. Block, dauntless, frenzy, thick skull, mighty blow, guard, stand firm, juggernaut. Boring Bert with everything above except juggernaut. Blitzers, dull Danny and tedious Tom with block, guard, and mighty blow. Drab David the runner with blodge, leader. Oh, brother. And all the linemen with block, tackle, thick skull, guard, and mighty blow. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I eat a pork in your honor, sir. This team is scary. And you gotta play against Zeo. Which I gotta point out. Crenbowl Legends. This team made me actively laugh out loud when I saw it. Train Troll, Crendor de Horns, Bitwise de Bard, another troll. Daiji Pichu, the loony. I love that. Kaylee Kitsuni, the hooligan. Chun-Li One Thrower, the bomber. Wolfbot, the heckbent. And the fanatic. Pogoer, Bubis03, Dazir. And then there's Zelash, the goblin lineman. Vozati, Crow Von Caw, Max Way, Hook Resets, Dazage, and Scooty da Booty. Goblin lineman. Okay, what all do we got here? We got the troll with block and leader. I mean, giving the troll leader is not only funny, but on brand because it's Crendor. He might not be the leader around here, but he is the namesake and sponsor. Meanwhile, Bitwise only has block. Daiji is unleveled, interestingly enough. I don't know what I would have done with that, actually. What would have been a good skill on a loony to make him more effective? I don't know. Actually, like Sneaky Git or Dirty Player probably would have been really good on him. Meanwhile, the hooligan. Can't believe you haven't made the cut for Legend. It's kind of interesting here. Not all the admins are on this team, even. Like, where's Dolphinium? He's kind of been inactive for a while, but yeah, still. And the hooligan here has got Sneaky Git. Along with all of it. So Dirty Player, Sneaky Git. What a fouler that one is. Okay, but then Chun-Li One Thrower, the bomber. A 2-up pass. A 2-up pass skill with a passing -2. This is insane. This makes me look. This makes the me just artillery here. A fanatic unleveled. Again, I'm not sure what would have been helpful here. Movement, maybe? But whatever. And there's the Pogoer Bubis with 1 agility up. No Hail Mary, missed opportunity. Block would have actually been very good on a fanatic, wouldn't it? Meanwhile, let's see. Zelash, the lineman, gets strip ball and wrestle, so he's going to try to be a bit of a blitzer. Vozati with guard and armor value. Interesting choices. And everybody else is unleveled. Just bog standard gobbo bodies. You know what? Sure. And I know what Zeo's trying to do. He's trying to go for extra inducements. But I would have almost wanted to add in 2 more linemen anyway. Like, it would have only been another 80 all told, so it would put him up to 1345. And that's still a fair amount of inducements. But he probably probably knows something that I don't for what he wants to do. If it was me with DG Pichu, I would have given him a stupid skill just to see if it would work. That's very much Digi style, isn't it? All right, Darathor is on the way. All right. What is... Let me see... Yeah. Yeah. All right. This should be an interesting game. We only got about 2 turns in last night before Darathor's internet went out. So, hopefully, with how since they've been playing WoW apparently before we got on, their internet is a bit better, hopefully more stable. So we'll see if we can actually get through the game today. If not, like the best I'll be able to do is probably Sunday, because holy hell, I'm not going to be around at all tomorrow. And Saturday, I'm probably just going to be straight out from my not being around tomorrow. That's just what New York City traffic is going to do to me, I'm sure. All right, well, let's see. We still got 1, 2, 3 games other than ours, before week 2, and we can see who it is we'll be fighting next week. But let's take a look at what's going on right now. Unless anything changes, it looks like Selena and Crenbowl are going to be the ones going... Wait a minute, no, what am I talking about? They played each other already. That's why they have that. So this is going to be interesting seeing who these two play after having the only tie so far in the league. Meanwhile, Class Berserk, Zeldamari, Tharivo, RTSD, Shirts, Syndraulic, and Doc Pimpin are all on the running to play each other. Meanwhile, Dehedro, Digi, B-Dog, Seth, Vozati, Bitwise, and Dan are set to go off in some combination or other. Darathor is in and ready to go, having already clicked their button. So, we've seen what we're working with. We've seen what there is to be seen. Let's do some fun. And by fun, I mean bloody murder. Cheers!
Good evening, sports fans.
Excuse me? Okay. I'm sorry I didn't fix that alert. Runbad just rated with 85 viewers. Okay, I wasn't expecting needing this. But here, we have ourselves a raid, which means I need a Ferala Gatekeeper. It's not a Feraligator, but it is my Gatekeeper. Enjoy this for a while. It's going to be standing in the middle of the screen, blocking the view of everything. But regardless, welcome, Raiders. Welcome. This is Crenbowl, season 24.5. This is the Blood Bowl tournament and league sponsored by Crendor, if you're familiar with him at all. It is our 24th and a half season. We're doing ourselves a shorter season this time around. Is that the arms of the Pokemon or underboob? I believe that is the arms of the Pokemon. This is a Lopunny Typhlosion fusion. Oh, Zeo. All right, that explains a lot. Oh, and we got here just in time. Yes, you did, Doc. And he's kicking off. Okay, so we're starting off the same way we did yesterday. Also, what's with the Pokemon? Oh, you probably haven't seen this, Doc. This is my Ferala Gatekeeper. I have a number of these Poke Fusions as like my little raid tradition. If people want to be here and watch, they gotta first stare at a Pokemon blocking the screen for a while. And it so happens that I have a proclivities to a degree. Interpret that as you will. You're probably right. All right, so we're starting off basically where we were last time. And we'll see if we're going to get something similar. I doubt we'll be able to give the ball as easily to Angork this time as we were last night, so... yeah. All right, let's... Bulgork's in the back, ready to receive the ball and be helpful that way. Right, Raiders can tell about curse. Ah, yes, actually. We here at Crenbowl actually also, if people are interested, have, believe it or not, tickets to send a player of ours to official Blood Bowl 3 tournaments for like the actual pro scene, quote unquote. All you got to do is sign up and win, and you get a ticket into the championship.
Good weather. Shame.
Okay, ball bounced out. It's pretty much the exact same thing that happened last time, so let's do the exact same thing that happened last time. Ball to Angork.
That player should punch the other enemy players quickly before trying.
All right, and now with that, the gatekeeper is hot. Yes, she is. All right, well, with that, let's get her off the screen for a while. Go back to my controls. All right. All right, now, we're all here to play some Blood Bowl. So let's play some Blood Bowl, damn it.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich. One less annoyance to take.
How are they going to catch or run with a ball?
Okay, but this time I'm going to do something a little bit different. Last night I went up the side. This time I'm going to go straight down the middle, avoid surfing, and try to encourage a brawl.
Come on, guys, together. That'll help the players move without risk.
But yeah, if any of you Raiders want to try your hand at some Crenbowl and a possibility to get yourselves into an actual Blood Bowl final or Blood Bowl tournament, sponsored by, actually by Nacon and Warhat and Blood Bowl and Games Workshop and all that nonsense, or at least ways just Nacon. And then, by all means, we would love to have you. More players are always good to have.
The player's on the ground. About to get a kick in.
5 gold pieces says he gets kicked in the face first. He got himself out of a dangerous situation.
Yeah, I should have followed up, but whatever. We'll bring Angork in there.
Get in there!
All right, let's have ourselves a good old-fashioned scrum. And I've used just about a minute of my extra time already. That's fun.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
hopefully I can utilize Fend to be just slightly annoying enough. Well, either re-roll or take the patty cake, so...
One of them should hit harder.
Well, there's the POW. That's the big problem with my side. We'll keep the guy stood there.
Another player
I don't
on
have
the
any
ground.
dodge, so I'm still weak to POWs and stumbles. Ah, thanks to the pin, Kitsu. Yeah, but I've definitely done what I've wanted to do. Create a situation of more hurt.
Baked in a pie stands more chance than
He's
this.
only gonna get a one. Nope, still get a 2-die here. Stumbles. So Jagork tie is down. No armor break.
How are they going to catch
Like, I'm relying a lot on this 10 armor that I have generally across the board here. Also, all you raiders out there, like, I'm sure Zio told you that I'm at least ways entertaining, and he's right on that. But if you're here for good Blood Bowl, I'm terribly sorry. You might be disappointed.
Oh, terrific, terrific, wonderful!
Say, is your friend the avocado here some kind of professional critic?
Nah, he's just unemployed.
You should go to work.
On the other hand, if you're also just here to watch me eat, that's fine too.
Guacamole.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
Yeah, we'll get a guy a little forward.
I now realize television has one major advantage over a live
And for any of you that wants, feel free to try your hand at my heckle roulette. They should all be working now, even if my raid alert wasn't.
Jeremiah Cool always said, superior skills prevail.
Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time. That'll help the player move without
Oh, come on. Just a few armor breaks, please. That would be very nice. Okay, let's get a guard up in the middle here. Alright. Gonna lurk and read a Fate version of Cyrano de Bergerac. You gonna worry, not gonna worry about his nose, are we?
must be holding.
Come on, these are orcs, damn it. Oh, he's got dodge. Alright, that's, well, I need to be worried about that. Alright, well, he's got next to guard and 4 strength, so moving forward, it's not the worst situation here. It's a silly cage, but it checks out. I'm gonna be really sad. You're gonna be really sad on Saturday. Oh yeah, because you gotta face Fenn's no fun police. Good luck with that. We went over a few of those teams earlier before we started the game. And the general rule is there's just commiseration across the board with anybody that's got to play Fen. You pulled the fun police as gabos. Yeah, even worse.
Did you know that the
It's
new
okay, they have Don Quixote playing Cyrano and Charlemagne playing Christian. Ha!
Don't confuse the viewers, Jim. He means they've been selling fast.
That dwarf team has most likely committed war crimes. Most likely.
This player smells weakness. That'll help the player move without risk.
Oh, excuse me. I think my lack of dodge is definitely going to be a problem long term. Should have thought about that. But, well, I was more focused on grindy.
Say something meaningful to all our
Well, hopefully the pre-incarnated you and Bomber Dribble Snot can do work. Yeah. Hopefully.
They're gathering around that
Which, by the way, there's been a general consensus, Zio, that you had a missed opportunity not giving me Hail Mary. Gonna be lurking for a bit, because eating, we'll check in occasionally. All good. All good, Kaylee. I can't judge you for eating. All right, Lemur Crust Orc is going to get pushed around a little bit. I mean, HMP doesn't, Hail Mary doesn't work on bombs? Oh, really? All right, fair enough. Well, that being said, a two-up pass on a bombardier is still nothing to sneeze at either, so... Wreck house! Best you can, anyway.
This player smells weakness.
Eh. Doodah with an assist. I've got block and you don't. Doodah. Smack. I know we have fairly high armor value on average, but this is beginning to worry me.
Oh, too easy.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Okay, well, they're going to use Russell more than likely here. Which isn't the worst thing ever. It just won't be... armor breaks that I'm searching for.
Wonderful.
Say, is your friend the avocado here some kind of professional critic?
Nah, he's just unemployed.
You should go to work. Try to make something of yourself.
Oh, like what?
Guacamole.
Yeah, Thor? You gotta choose a thing. Although if he's gonna use up all their time, who am I to stop him? Never interrupt an opponent when they make a mistake. But
He's twisted into the ground.
there it goes.
Awesome.
All right. Alright. Block into you. That's fine. Stay put.
Now it's fighting to move freely.
Move there.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
Another player on the ground.
Well, that was different. Yep, lousy, but different.
Is that everyone? Yes. Alright. I'm sure my positioning could be much better. But I'm at least ways of forcing a situation where the Dark Elves have to come to me and actively punch.
I've often wondered, Bob,
A few, like, if I can get my guard in good spots, it makes Angrork nigh untouchable.
Suffice to say that the matter has already been settled. A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
I get the distinct impression that the first
The
person
nearest pie shop, Jim.
that actively that gets a good armor break is probably going to pivot the entire game. But also, if I can't, like, I got time. I've got time. I've got the entire second quarter to deal with, but I should be thinking about crashing through eventually. Especially if I want Angrork to be fucking scoring. The scoringest Black Orc that ever did happen in Blood Bowl 2. I'm not going to ask anybody to go back and look it up, but he definitely scored like 4 or 5 times that season as a Black Orc. How? I don't know. He was just the scoringest strength 4 piece I have ever seen. That wasn't a vampire.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
Blitz into the side against Rebutork Gillimork. Unless he wants to re-roll that, that's patty cake.
Won't go down.
Well, I can't wait to see what you're going to be talking about, Zio.
Come on, guys. Together. It prevents his opponent from following up.
Oh, terrific, terrific,
Let's see if
wonderful.
I can crash through the side. I'm doing something different in character, but in character trying stupid stuff and hoping
he's
it
just
works.
unemployed.
Welcome to Blood Bowl! And more specifically, Crenbowl.
Oh, like what?
We have seriously, we have the catchphrase of big time players make big time plays for a reason. The most peaceful game of Blood Bowl so far feels like it needs lo-fi beats. All right, well here's something actually funny for you. I can kind of supply that. I don't know if you can hear it over the other game sounds. Here we go! It's a KO! All right! First actual armor break of the game.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure.
All right, guard took the shot, so
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly riding around on the ground?
all right. Could have Kriegman dropping hot beats like digging trenches. I saw the diggy trench.
Choice for this play.
Already used the blitz.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
No, I need that guy there. All right. What do people think of oops all dump off? Maybe not nearly as funny as oops all on the ball like Digi's running right now. And there's another team running something a little silly too. I forget which one. It was the other vampire team that's not Krendor's.
Were Stone X3 sponsoring the sport when you were playing?
Excuse my bad manner, but I gotta break in here.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
That fire's bouncing up faster than an inflated swing.
I'm sort of doing it in talking about Blood Bowl 2 with mixed teams. Was sort of doing it in Blood Bowl 2 with Brett's.
Not over.
He's whistling to the ground. Oh, awesome.
Look back at Diggy Hole was literally a joke that blew up into what it is now. And here's the funny thing, right? I've been around so long. I've been subscribed to Yogscast and Blue Zephos for so long. I was there for the genesis of Diggy Hole. I actually saw the original time of Honeydew singing Diggy Hole, and it was gloriously hilarious then, and it's only gotten better with age. Even before Windrose got a hold of it.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Joe?
Yeah, you're not moving.
A prone player is a dead player.
He was literally drunk off his rocker when he was thinking it up. I'll believe it. Damn it! Angrok lost the ball!
Beautiful thing.
Okay. Oof. Alright, move per Orc.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim. Let alone
Okay.
write. You should know. You've interviewed enough of them. A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, where's the nearest pie
Man, only
shop?
one armor break this entire game so far. That's still scary, you know? Alright, get guard into a funny spot. Alright. Angrork's angry he doesn't have the ball, so he's going to blitz into Daisy. Get a 2-die. I just want to push. A POW is perfect. No armor break, but that's fine. Like any true dwarf. Exactly. Good. Reroll a 1 into a 6. One, two, three. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So. Here we go, boys!
The player's taking the ball. The end zone is close. First rule of blood bowl. Get the ball.
Like any good orc,
An interception.
we pass the ball.
Your first.
How does this make sense? I don't know.
No.
Where'd the ball go? The ball is out! Touchdown! Orcs! Woo! Why did that work? That should not have worked! That should not have worked! Big time players make big time plays!
I
Yahoo!
imagine that in their dreams, at least, they're winning this match.
Their KO doesn't come back! All right, 4 turns. That is a good amount of turns for an elf team. The goal will ultimately be the same sort of shit. Force them into a prolonged scrum. Audio has returned. Here we go. Well, you missed. Unfortunately, you missed my massive celebration of when I made that pass, Fen. But hey, we're all good. And now we drink to orc passing. And we drink to orcs who pass. We drink to orcs that pass, and dwarven beer so neat. We drink to elvish lovers, and we hope to always meet. We'll drink to rogues like us, and may good fortune on us fall. And if Nuffle is smiling, there'll be 6s on the ball.
Well, that was impressive.
Oh!
Elves still have time to get back in the match.
The reason why Fen is not in to make Crenbowl Legends cry. Is that why he's not on the Legends team? I'd believe it. But I think Zio built his team before Fen did, so we'll have to be worried about any 3-up passing. Alright, I don't have... Just forgot it. Don't have any good way to... Unless I blitz into Daisy to stop the surf. Which is entirely doable, too.
You know, I may actually say something witty and insightful soon. Just waiting for the players and the coach to do something.
I'd actually try doing that with Angrork, because Angrork is angry. That is, of course, like, will they allow Angrork to move, is the question. The answer is yes. Angrork will be allowed to move. So Angrork is going to go into Daisy for fun and profit. We'll bring full Grork over here to cover Scrooge. Orc will step up and face off against Daffy. Certainly we can't allow that little black duck just his free reign of everything. If I can stop sufficiently enough... Pull Conrork back and act as a screen. Pull Jagork tie back and act as a screen. Angrork is going to come down. Two die into Daisy, and...
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. You should know. You've interviewed enough of them.
Yeah, that stops the immediate surf. One die into Darkwing. Risk one guard pulling back for extra screen. All right.
Get bored. You know I have the intentions of concentrating stopping. When are we gonna get to see a game?
Dark Elves get the ball in the second half. This scrum in the middle could go poorly. Some proper usage will get him one dies. But really only one dies. He could maybe get a 2-die on Orkgull Dornork. That would be investing a lot to blitz into just a mere lineman, even with guard. All right, Daisy is going to be the one. At the moment, Daisy and or Scrooge are the intended receivers.
Suffice to say that the matter has
hand off to Donald. All right, Dark Elf Cage.
Hey, things are getting interesting.
All right, honestly, I stand this. It's gonna be obnoxious, but I stand it. It's honestly a good move. It's well done. There'll be very little I can do to actually stop this, even though I'm going to absolutely fucking swarm them. With Daisy obviously being my target.
Love it.
Alright, cover Daisy with an extra bit of guard. Collapse on the cage. Get extra guard on the cage. That's where it's going to be most important. Armor break! Cover. Oh. Honestly, I should do it with one of the blitzers. I'm not gonna get any better dice even with a black orc. Biggin, so use a reroll. Honestly, sure, whatever. Nope. It's disappointing, but at this point, what I've just got to deal with. All right. Some more hits.
He's following up, hoping to get us knocked down next time.
Another player.
Look at all that blood on that side of the pitch.
Spitting teeth at this.
Okay. 2 turns. It's entirely possible. It's Dark Elves. They can do weird shit. There's 6 of them here versus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of mine. Arguably, Donald can make it not so badly. 2 dodges. But I've got too many blocks everywhere. The best he's going to be able to do is 1 die someplace. And with block everywhere, that generally makes it a 2 in 3 chance of success, but
Seem to be having a dull moment, but it'll pick up any second now, I promise.
you could reasonably bring down Launchpad or Louis for a little extra help. Frankly, the weak link here is probably Sanguiniorc. Maybe Fulgrork. I mean, Lemorc was just there to keep Daphne busy.
How are they going to catch or run the ball?
That is a +1, so there is a 2 die over there on... Nope, it's not even a 2 die. No, I know it's a 2 die. It is a 2 die. Nope, it's a 1 die. -1, +1, that's a 1 die. That's still a 1 die. Even on Fulgrork, that's still a 1 die. Man, this has suddenly become a thinker, hasn't it?
Using this player now. Good coaching,
Well,
boss.
that actually works.
It's all right.
Greased balls would struggle to dodge.
And that makes it very, very hard. 3, 4, 5, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So that would be a 4-up dodge.
Out goes teeth. They'll have to pick up both of them off the ground in a few seconds' time. Good call. Intimidation is the key.
WAAGGHSADE can't reach.
When I was still playing.
Conrork can, but
Timidity really was rewarding.
nope, it's gonna have to be Sanguiniorc now. Nope. Okay. How's a way? It's gonna have to be Sanguiniorc. Use the blitz on Daffy. And I can at least ways surround Donald. All right. Angrork, be angry.
That's a good choice for this one.
Angrier. Sometimes just don't. Alright, and damn. Nope, I made that harder. I needed him to knock over. I just made everything harder.
That's a good choice for this one.
Yeah! Sticking injury! He does have his apothecary, though. I've just made everything harder. Title of my sex tape? I suppose. Oh, I could have gone here and got another free hit. Ah, well. Like, that's actually going to matter or anything. I need people on people, which means I need to do this, which is going to be dumb. It's a 4 into a 4 with a rush. And I fail on the first. Reroll it, why not? It's my last turn. Nope. 2 into a 2.
Everybody's up there with the best.
Now, you know, if you don't try, right? Now, reasonably, the only thing he does here is score.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. And you should know.
A really quacking good feel like it'd be a tape also. Yeah.
Wisely decide
Alright, so we're going into the half tied. Dark Elves get the ball in the half.
So, none of the knockout players seem to have awoken in time for the next down.
And that's 2 down for Darathor. Meaning, with their bench, they have 10 players versus my still 11. Oh, yeah. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, really, right? But what I will do, however, is just adjust some of the... We'll bring the guard back to support the wings, because force strength is still force strength, you know? The deep ocean is starting to tidal wave. I think I know what you're trying to go for there, Kitsu, but I'm not quite sure it hits. I should have given full Gork kick. Pulls under the pitch. Rushes become -2. Or do they? Rolled by Darathor. Okay, so it's only -1. So go for it's are now 3-ups. A deep green tide makes some boys go wah! You know, like for the Emperor wah!
Face tomb.
Hold it.
I guess you could say the Dark Elves made a cannonball with their black arcs into the ocean, tying the game. Maybe.
On the floor again.
You want to talk about Dark Elves too on that, actually. Me and Kaylee actually did a bit of a minis trade. And they were looking for they were looking for a Drukhari Raider specifically for a mini. And hey, guess what? Surprise, surprise, one of my local game shops had a Raider.
Sit up here. Show after show after show.
Actually, 2 of my shops had a
Now I
Raider.
see why.
You see why they come?
Oh, I see why they left.
So I picked that up for them. A few other minis, sent them off, and in return, I'm getting a bunch of Space Marines. Just not giving me an opportunity, are we? That's fair. My jokes are sinking deeper into the dark tidal waves than into the deep ocean floor. Well, maybe if we had made them,
No, I think they were
we had
trying to
made
make
them
a point with
last
that
season when
sketch.
we were playing the Muppets
What's the
Pirates.
You're right. Forget it.
Ooh, that's actually kind of funny. I could do that. Blitz into Darkwing, swing someone around and surf them. Yeah, why don't we do that? We'll stand up Orcal Dornork. Actually, let's do the Blitz with Angrork. He's angry. If I injure here, that's great. If not, he gets surfed.
A good coach always uses right player for the right job.
Oh, that's a... Or he just stays there because why the ball's not, right? Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to worry about the that. Already used the blitz. Being carefully mindful that witch elves still have frenzy. We'll keep Conrork back. We'll keep Jagork back.
This is going to be decisive.
We'll surf him next turn.
Step in.
There we go. We'll get Lemork Russork up there. And Fulgrork is acting again just like center screen. The center square. I love Hollywood. Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Is it a surprise that I know Hollywood Squares? Like, anybody that's stuck around knows me knows that I love game shows.
Nicely done.
Maybe I should get Gork and Mork to WAAGG, Green Tide to the Warp. Oh wait, no, Orc knows about the Warp. Incorrect! Orcs do know about the Warp, they just don't care. They just see it as a good place for a fight. A right better place for a good old, for a fight they ain't never been. Them bloodthirst, them bloody gits know how to fight right what. And the whole freaking warband it's just in Khorne's realm, eternally fighting and fighting, dying, regenerating, fighting, dying, and to place to crump people on the way to another fight. Exactly!
Fast and impossible to tell. Love it.
Will they give me the one free hit? No! Smart! Huh.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Keep Fulgrork in the middle there, able to respond anywhere. And in the meantime, let's go for a good old-fashioned... Let's go for a good old-fashioned woman beating.
A good coach always uses the right player. for
I'll take
the right
that.
job.
Flip that first part, chat. Yes, do. I have 3 younger sisters. I kind of need the outlet sometimes.
always uses the right player for the right job.
All right. Who's here in the middle? Darkwing? Okay. Pretty one-on-one down here. Darkwing is completely free. Cy, Donald, and Scrooge are marked. Daisy, Howard, Daffy, Daphne, and Huey are all marked.
What are you up to?
Louis is not safe, with Rabutork Gillimork staring him down, with the Orctramarine Primarch. Chun, don't. Stop, please. This is bad. Orctramarines. Orc Eaters. Iron Orcs. The Dark Orcs. Orc Hands. The Blood Orcs. Orc Wolves.
This is a big game, Bob. How do you feel about being at such an
Orc
important
Imperial Fists.
Indifferent, Jim. Ask me again when there's
White
blood
Orcs.
on the field. Yeah.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
Night Orcs. Emperor Orcs Children.
Player likes to be well assisted.
You mean dorks for Dark Orcs? I'm trying to make all the legions Orc warbands now. And for the life of me, that suddenly flashed in my mind, buy just mass bulk Orc combat patrols and paint each combat patrol in its own, like, Legi Orcus Astartorks colors. God damn it, did I just say that? Legiorc Astartorks.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
Empawaz Gits. That's better than Empawaz Children, frankly. Oh my god. A part of me wants to do that now, but
Very nice news.
that's stupid and expensive. And it would probably be better for me if I just bought one combat patrol and painted each one differently in those particular heraldries. What am I kidding? I still have the Orcs, Kaylee sent me last year unpainted. I can just do that. I mean, hell, I've got this guy here, literally on my desk, waiting for paint. You a bunch of Blood Bowl teams? I already have 6! And it might surprise you, I'm trying not to go bankrupt in miniatures. All right, Howard the Duck, how are you still on your feet?
Now his buddy can move freely.
Sounds like rookie numbers. That's rookie number. I agree, it's rookie numbers. I agree, it's rookie numbers. However, I would like to remind folks, I am generally a hermit with 2 part-time jobs. It's a wonder that I actually can't afford the miniatures I do. Let's send a Daffy and open up Angrork for some extra movement options. Or I could just go this way and do it regardless. 1 GFI? Good. I forgot about the moles in the pitch.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job. And he's still standing.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Anyway, yeah. And even okay, now that I'm done thinking about this, even beyond that, let's see. Yeah, I've got that box of orcs that Kaylee sent me last time. I've got an entire box also of Daughters of Cain that I bought a very long time ago that haven't gotten painted hardly, except for my large Morathi figure that I... Which, admittedly, this doesn't come in the Daughters of Cain box. It's its own box entirely.
But did you know that there are all Skaven leagues played in great caverns underground? The teams are backed by the powerful...
Let's see. Then I also have a Combat Patrol AdMech that is still also unbuilt. Well, largely unbuilt, anyway. So while my pile of shame might be smaller by comparison, it's certainly not something that I want to expand over much too quickly. And beside that point, I always get sidetracked in these smaller projects as well. Like these, like my Chetini Scepters. Chetini Scepters.
This circle of
I freaking had to... You love Daughters of the Old Blood that is coming out by Tabletop Time? I have done a little bit of looking at that when you link that into one of the Discords, Kitsu. Those did look very interesting. Here comes the ball.
Nice. Very nice.
Unless he fills out some spot, I can hit the ball carrier. Oh, failed dodge!
Hey,
Nope.
getting interesting.
Succeeded dodge. But that's still a free hit that I can make. All right.
That guy will never
Just do some hits. Hopefully we can knock some more people out. That'll do.
Let's see how this player is going to handle this.
Oh, Rabutor Gillimork is entirely free. One die with dump off. Fun. Okay. Ba-dum-bow. Let's knock Scrooge around a little bit. That's not what I wanted, but I'm not going to use the reroll either. Okay. We'll see what happens here. A 1-die. Here comes first off with dump off. Ball's gonna go a direction, probably in here if I have to hazard a guess.
Is the ball burning their hands off? Pass me. Cheers.
Fine by me. Rabutork is still going for it.
Always uses right player, right job.
Good. Blitz has already happened, so that's fine. That's entirely tolerable.
A good coach always uses
Ah,
right
damn it.
player,
That actually turns out to be, Zard dice. My mistake. Okay, that's a mistake. And I'm getting punished for it.
the player's down. Turnover.
Is that the first turnover we've actually had this
Make a
game?
difference.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned
If
fight.
not, it's certainly one of the few that we had. Reroll that. I would. All right. Well, that eats the blitz, which means probably very little. Oh yeah, actually, no, it means that the weak link now is full Grok. Because I'm now on my third.
Moves.
There's a part of me that wants to finish this case. I've had the...
Contact pass. It's the safe.
Alright, well, hand off to Louis the runner, who doesn't quite have a free spot? But can surprisingly actually still get... Well, actually, no, this might be a little bit more of obnoxious. Maybe a little bit more obnoxious. That's still a dodge I can make. Still an easy dodge. 3 strength still, so that's... Okay. If I can make the dodges... I've got 2 rerolls.
A blind incontinent half. Avoid that attack.
And that's probably going to lose me the game. Because Darathor is smarter than that. He's going to run the clock out. Orcs aren't fast, but better safe than sorry. Or... Nope, run the clock.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about to
So
happen.
I've still had the, since we were talking about lo-fi beats, I've still had the background music from that I use for Lotto streams going. Has this been like a reasonable addition? Is it something I should do again? Or is it just kind of like, yeah?
This is going to be decisive. That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to stop this, and no reasonable way I'm going to be able to score. Unless I do some right proper baby back bullshit with a... by throwing the ball out of bounds and a big old bounce happening.
I should probably say something meaningful.
But nope, the Dark Elf dice have decided to come in roses today.
Think of his display. He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
In which, while none of its armor breaks,
Get up or get off the field.
yeah, she did make a Sister Knight with a pane glass shield and an organ missile launcher on its back. Neat. Well, I made the dodge. You can tell because the camera panned. All right, one die blitz into wrestle.
Or can you all?
No. Hey, things are getting interesting.
Music has been low enough that I haven't heard it, but others have said that they were able to hear it. So, well, all right. Risk the threes.
He's one of my
6-4,
quickest to his
okay.
race.
I suppose it could be worse. Sean, how could it possibly be worse? Dumb brain rot memes.
A blind, incontinent halfling could avoid
And it only can't be worse because you can't roll that on a D6.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Pow pow. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. Yeah, use the fence skill.
nicely defended. A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Player down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be pretty.
All right. All those can't compare to the Orcs despite their victory. Those Elves. You can bring back an old brain rot meme. Clap on. Clap off. Yeah, that was the... Yeah. Doc has got the right idea. Doc knows what I was referencing. Doc knows the brain rot. I really don't know, like, reasonably what I should do is try, right? It's like, we don't, like, SPP gains are worthless. Injuring players is meaningless. This season is meant for big-time players making big-time plays. Injuring players provides glory and honor. I suppose this is true. So how about this? We'll do that. We'll do what I can hit first. Because I got 2 hits. For glory and honor! No, more hits. Follow.
He's about to get punched above and below at the same time.
Okay. It is entertaining for the masses. That is true. That is definitely true. And what are we if not true connoisseurs of the concept of bread and circus? All right. Big time player make big time plays. Dump off again. Do nothing. Yep.
Does he care?
The answer, Jim and Bob, is no. Good game, Darathor. Good game. It crumbled for me. You know, right? And that's in the last 2/3. But KO doesn't come back still. Sleepy Dark Elf.
They're down a player. Easy to replace.
Yeah, pull them all back. It's not like I can one-turn touchdown with Orcs. I mean, there is a ludicrous situation. Like an absolutely ludicrous situation that I would be a fool to not prepare for. If the clock, if we get the stop the clock event and we get an extra turn, I could score again. So, and then bring it up to a 2-2 tie, which would be awesome. In which case, then, I have a chance to play Crenbowl. All right. It needs to be stop the clock, or whatever that thing is called. Otherwise, it's done. Which, frankly, is only like a 1 in 16 or 12, 16 shots. So, you know, I'm not going to bet heavily on it, but I'm prepared for if it does. Changing weather! Yeah, give the ball to Angrork. I didn't get to the extra time.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Alright. There's really no point.
Will somebody hit somebody sometime?
Alright. Alright. Well, that's week 1 in the books. For me, anyway.
The older I get, the more I appreciate good music.
Yeah, what's
Validate the match result because I've got nothing wrong with it.
Nothing, just thought I'd mention it.
All right, statistics. Casualties inflicted, 1. Well, that's what you do. It happens when you face 2 teams with relatively high armor value. No kills, 5 injuries, mostly KOs and stuns. 10 yards running versus 60 yards running. 9 yards passing, holy crap. Block actions, 51 to 43. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Fun. SPP, useless. Our teams are too high level. I mean, there's a possibility. Well, my team doesn't have much of a possibility, but let's look at that dice log here. 11, 16, 17, 11, 11, 14. I didn't roll a lot of dice, did I? And even then, it's pretty even. 37 pushes, 19 stumble, 11 pow, 20 both down, 15 skulls. Hopefully I get a player against somebody with less dodge, so maybe I can have those stumbles mean more. Or at least weigh somebody with less block. 18 ones for Darethor, 27 twos, 26 threes, 24s, 19 fives, and 16 sixes. Versus 28 pushes, 10 stumble, 17 pow, 15 both down, and 16 skulls. It really wasn't a dicing either way. It was just some good dice all around. I mean, I crumbled at the end of it because of a few bad dodges. But, you know, whatever. Animosity didn't go off. That's great. Because that was that pass. That one pass. 22% armor value versus 4. Neither of us could break the opponent's armor. It's amazing what one extra point on armor value can do. Brilliant coaching on our side. Catch. Cheering fans gain. Again, dedicated fans. We both gained that. Dodge. 33%, but I don't dodge hardly at all. I'm not a dodgy team. I shouldn't be dodging. Versus 86 on a dodgy team who really should be dodging. Interfere failed. Jump up succeeded. KO recovery 3-0. That's bad. We made all of our passes, all of our pickups, and all... How did I make all of my rushes? Jeebus. Alright, you know what? Sure. Sure. This was a game. This was a game, alright. And because it's a regen league, nothing sticks. No injuries, no SPP gain. We're just stuck here where we are. And where we are is in the bottom half of the bracket where we gotta deal with people. There's a possibility now that we actually do get to play Kaylee and have ourselves have ourselves the 40k off that we're kind of wanting. Only a possibility, unfortunately, but you know, if that happens, it happens. So let's see, schedules left. Fen versus Ziofiana, that's Saturday, right? Kindred versus Lamp. I'm not sure, I've not seen anything talked about, but I'm sure I've seen it. I read every thread. And then Vonka and Maxway. I think they're having some slight issues. They may be playing on Sunday too, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This is only the week 1, folks, so plenty of space for plenty of things to be plenty moved. So yeah, Darethor joins the top half. Meanwhile, I join the bottom. Space Marine DLC is out. I did see that. I might have to check it out. It might be worth downloading that game again because it was definitely fun. In Space Marine 2. The Revo, the Professionals. That's right. That's the vampire team I was talking about. Oh yeah, he gave all of his vampires pro. We would love a cast if Fen wouldn't mind. I don't know if Fen would. I'm not sure why Fen wouldn't mind. You said it was Sunday, yes? So, non-zero possibility that I could do that for you. You're hoping to stream it? Worry not. Perfect. All right. So, hey, y'all want to watch that game and have an absolutely baller time watching dwarves likely steam over goblins, go check out Fen's side. He streams on occasion. All right, we'll turn that music off. Okay. Saturday. Okay, well, Saturday I'm probably gonna be dead out in my ass anyways, but we'll see. Who knows? Who knows anything? What's the reward here I got? Oh yeah, I got a title. Fanatica Hashut. Alright, well. Go here. Okay, well, that has been Blood Bowl. And a fun game it was, too. GG, there, Thor. You want to see the 501 team I'm at for your high team value RP league? What? Okay, sure. Well, considering you sent it to me. All right, well, let's go over here. We'll go... Where is it? Where's my React thing? There it is. All right, so now I gotta go to window capture. All right, so let's see. What is this? Pitzikia Pillagers. Quarantine, 13 players. Barcool the Cleave. Oh my god, what are these numbers? Barcool the Cleaver, a blood spawn with plus movement. Oh shit. Movement, stand firm, tentacles, pro, block. Oh my god. Hornelius Scorehoof. Block, 2 heads, sprint, and plus movement? 2 plus movement. God dang it. That Corngore's a gutter runner. Just about. Hornelius Maximus. Block, dodge, dauntless, mighty blow, claw, movement. Ay, 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 ay. Skullhoof the Stalker. With block, shadowing, and prehensile tail and movement. Oh no. Oh no. Bernese Pet Dog. Block, tackle, mighty blow, claw, iron hard skin. What a skill, iron hard skin. Was that an intentional choice or a random? That is an incredibly situational skill. Plus armor value, too. That's interesting. Ragnar the Rebloodied with monstrous mouth. Okay. Gore Trotter with block and guard. Deadites with block, guard, and dodge. Yesn't. Well, that's plain as day. Scarath the Red, block, guard, and very long legs, the Bloodseeker. Very long legs! I'm sure the DM meant to take it. Ah, interesting. Okay. Cool Runnings. Well, of course he should be Cool Runnings. He's got sprint and movement up. Now there's your gutter runner. You had no choice on the pet dog. That was a random. All right, that's what I was wondering. Ol Noai Olaf unleveled. Ivar Olafsson with Wrestle and is also out next week, apparently, the next game. Then Astrid the Flat. All right, I will be perfectly honest. I don't know the reference. If there is an overall reference, I mean, I recognize Deadites. I recognize Deadites, but that's the only thing I recognize on this list. The very long legs was the random. Oh, the long legs was the random. Okay. Oh. But this team, I didn't name most of them. Okay. All right, fair enough. They had a draft list. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, this is scary as shit. And you said this team is 5-0-1. Yeesh. I don't even want to think about that. How, like, have you been literally murdering every team to a man in this? Yeah. Okay. Once, oh no. Oh no. Like, what sort of blood sport list are you sending me now? Oh boy. Whoo boy, what a thing. All right, just to be safe, I'm going to pull something up just so I can keep this whole thing going, actually. No, actually, I've been running circles. Yeah, all right. All right. Sent the Nuffle XYZ of your division. Making sure I'm not a bot, says the anime girl. Oh. Okay. Wow. Ref Bribers Union. What a name. Stream Deck. It's not picking up my other window here. So, unfortunately, I don't think I really show this off, but these are some scary high team value numbers. I was like, just like here, like, your team is 2190. This team is 2665, another 2165, 2315, 2620, 2710. Holy crap! Make a Tech Marine that is half white, half red. All right. Oof. That's fun, Kitsu. Oh, boy. Okay. What a game. What a day, what a day, what a day. All right. That is very interesting, Zio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm specifically looking at, but it's fun to see. All right, but that being said, though, I hate to say it, but I actually need to be getting to bed early. You can't even take stars? Oh, that's an issue. Wow. But at the same time, with that lineup, do you really need star players? But anyway, yeah, like I said, I need to be getting to bed sooner rather than later, because I need to be out of town before 9 so I can actually get places that I need to be by the time I need to be there. So, with that, I'm actually going to go back over here because I had it a second ago. Do we know anybody still playing Blood Bowl? from the looks of it, there's only one other person still playing Blood Bowl of any variety. Safe trip. Well, thank you. All right, well, for that, I'm going to actually send you all over /raid to... apparently, this guy, Drift Pirate, he is playing Blood Bowl of some variety. I'm not sure what. I don't know who this guy is, but go send him, but go yell at him and screech at him to make big-time plays because big-time players make big-time plays. In the meantime, though, guys, do what you will, whatever you want, but thank you all for hanging around, chatting, being all-around cool dudes. I will see you in the next one, hopefully. If I got anybody that wanted from that raid that wants to do so, thank you for being here. Come back later if you want. Until then, guys, have a good rest of your night.
That was an amazing mess of mediocre mediocrity.
You can say that again.
Want a bet?
I'm not gonna try digging for the buttons, but here, have some random stuff here. Yeah! Bye.